Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to do a video on the post hole digger. I've noticed that's one of my most popular videos where I've punched a hole in the ground. So today I thought I would go over how I store it, how I hook it up to the tractor, and then of course we'll put a hole in the ground. And my camera girl is making faces behind the camera to help me remember to smile. So why don't we get started? First, we're going to untie the knot in the tarp around the post hole. You know, they recommend drilling a hole in the ground and storing it in the ground because it'll make it easier to hook it up. Something I just hated putting the auger in the ground, so I did it. I did for a little bit, but then I decided to just use a ratchet strap and prop it up against a tree. So that's what I've done. And I've found that works really well. And then, of course, I just put the tarp over it, and it stays nice and dry. Okay, so let's get it lined up here. What I've done is I pulled the tractor to the proper distance, loosened up my strap just a little bit, holding it against the tree so I could move it forward or back just a little. Sometimes you do have to play with it. I did have to adjust it. Get that clipped in, and then we can work on the arms. I'm going to have to lower them just a little more. Okay. Lower them a little more. This is the worst part about working with PTO implements. Alright, good. I got one in there. Grab one of my spare lynch pins in. That's the wrong size. Cut. Okay, we got one of our lynch pins in over there. Next, we're going to get this other one, and I've got enough play in it that I can kind of push it down and get it into here. Put the lynch pin in, and I'm going to get my camera girl to show how much play is on the strap here. So you can see it allowed me to have some play to move it back and forth, and even front and back as well, connecting that top one. Okay, that's about it. Okay, next step is hooking up the PTO. This PTO slides on, then I pull the collar back. I guess like any PTO, it can be kind of a challenge. There it goes, clipped into place. That's what I like to hear. We'll tighten up our sway bars. I think that's what they're called. We'll tighten them up, unstrap it from the tree, and go punch a hole in the ground. Alright, let's take a minute to talk about the auger itself. It is a Land Pride PD10, Post Digger 10. It is designed for subcompact tractors with a Category 0 or a Category 1 3-point hitch. As you can see, it is at its highest position. This is only I think it's a 30-inch auger bit, 6 inches across. You know, it does not even dig down to 3 feet. So I have had to purchase a auger bit that'll be 4 feet. You know, some of the concern when you're running a subcompact tractor is you're much lower, and so you're limited as to how long of an auger bit you can drive around your yard with, because it'll be hanging down. I have not used the other auger bit yet. I did purchase it at Tractor Supply. Land Pride does sell a extension, and I believe it's an 18-inch extension, and they also have a 12-inch extension, I believe it was. But it was going to cost, you know, well over $100 to do the 18-inch extension, which still was not going to get me to 4 feet. So I went ahead and opted to go ahead and buy a auger bit from Tractor Supply. But otherwise, I have been happy with it. You know, it is a little bit tricky to drill straight down from sitting over there. Primary reason why I chose the Land Pride is because their relationship with my dealer. The dealer will deliver the implements out to me, hook them up, show me how to hook them up, how to run them, make sure that I know how to do all that before they leave. So, you know, they do cost a little bit more, but there is some of that dealer support, which I really appreciate. And for the most part, they are a quality implement is what I've found. So just wanted to give you a little bit more details about the auger itself. All right, thanks. Okay, we're gonna take off the post hole digger. As you can see, I've backed up to the tree. I've put my ratchet strap loosely around the auger, which will be holding it up. So now I'm gonna unhook the PTO as well as start to unhook the pins from the back of the tractor. I'm going to try taking this off and just storing this inside. Can always lube up, store it inside. I have to loosen up my splay bars. Pins. Yeah, it's pretty tight there. Go ahead and cinch this up. Let's get drop the arms even. That's what I needed to do. there, we can cinch things up. And then I'll tarp it. That's it. Fiddled with it. You know, each time you do it, it takes a while to remember what you're doing. But not too bad.